Welcome back to a quick intraday update. Right now, I have this chart of Nifty 50, and this is a 30-minute chart of the index. So, if I look at this whole move right from the top of 18,886 to the low which we made on 12th of December, the low of 18,347, in no way I could mark this move as a five-wave decline. So whenever we don't see a five-wave decline, we most commonly get open to other alternatives that are being presented to us by the market. So I might be more comfortable labeling this as an A, B, C wave, and a break above this trend line which we got on 13th of December. I thought that probably we are further extending, and we might even make a further all-time high if the impulsive move in the corrective move develops further. So I labeled this, I was of the view that this should be 1, this should be 2, and this could be 3. But 1 could be labeled as 1 or A, and 2 could be labeled as 2 or B. So there are alternatives in counter trend bounces as well. So I have to label this as an A, B, C. So this whole move has been 3 on the downside, 3 on the upside, and further till now it looks as if it is down in 3 waves. So let me see if this high is breached or not. And it's possible for me to label this whole move as 1, 2, and this was this inner waves as 1, 2, this being the third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. So we have completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the question remains the same. This was also a 5 wave move, but it turned out to be C, and then we got a move on the downside. So at this particular point of time, I am not very sure if I should be labeling this as wave 3 or a wave C. So let's suppose I'm labeling this as a wave 3. Then what we expect is the market to stay sideways for a few hours, and then potentially break down in the fifth wave, and then we again get a counter trend bounce, and the trend on the downside continues. But in case this is just one this in case of 1 2 3 is just ABC, then I have to be of the view that this might be a W wave, this might be an X wave, and the potential Y wave might start on the upside. And if it doesn't happen, and we go we stay sideways for a bit and then go on the downside to complete 5 wave decline, then probably I have to label this move as a W wave and the counter trend bounce as X, anticipating that the next move would be on the downside. Well, all in all, this looks a bit complex, but if I give you some levels, then the 20 EMA the 20 EMA on the daily charts comes around 18,501. So we are roughly 25 points higher than the EMA. So that might help us to conclude whether this is just a counter trend rally or the counter trend bounce is going to extend, say, towards 19,000 or even 18,900. That was my counts on Nifty. And to show you my accounts on Bank Nifty. So this I have labeled, this is clear 1 2 3 4 5. So I will have to label this as a wave, this as a B wave, and then 1 2 3 4 5 as a C wave. So whenever we get such complexities or alternative scenarios that are present in the market right now, I choose to stay light on my positions and choose to trade in other asset classes, be it commodities, be it currencies. I'll come back to currencies, but as far as Bank Nifty is concerned, this looks like an ABC. But whenever we develop a 1 2 3 4 5 move, we generally tend to take retracement at the 60% mark. So the 60% mark comes around this level, which is 43,000, almost 700, 43,700. So 43,700 would mean that if we take support from here, then we would start to go on the higher side. But in case that is not the scenario, and let's suppose that we might have actually topped out around the levels of 44,000, then this might be true, that this move might be A, B, and C. So for reference, let me draw a trend line. If I take a trend line and plot it touching the lows of wave 0, wave B, then I get a line which is currently broken. So that makes my the primary view that we are probably bearish on the markets, both on the Nifty and on Bank Nifty. So this was my take on Nifty and Bank Nifty. If I have a look at the USD INR chart, which I've shared on my website, so this looks to me that this is probably wave 1 and wave 2, but the confusion occurs over here, wherein we are not very sure if this is and a wave and this has started a wave 1, or this is just an ABC sort of correction. Let's assume that probably we have completed this correction, wherein I have to label this as an ABC move and this as 1 2. Well, even if I consider that this is A, this is B, and this is C, still I have to be of the view that USD INR is going to be bullish according to larger accounts. I have to take this uh, whole move as a ending of wave 5, wave 3, this as wave 4, and possibly wave 5 on the upside is going to start, which might take the currency pair right towards say 84.5 to 85 level. The point I'm trying to make is it doesn't matter if this is ABC or this is 1212. So all in all, if the bigger counts are bullish, I would most probably would want to focus on the price action. And as far as the price action is concerned, I would be looking to add my longs in USD INR once we cross about the this intermediate high, which comes around 82.8425, and further positions could be added when we cross above the high, which is around 82.97 to be specific. Yeah. So that would mean that we might have started on the journey towards 85 in the dollar. That was it for the video. Thank you.